Morning taste challenge. I have two blended Scotch whiskeys. This is Trader Joe's blended Scotch whiskey. Can you believe they have such a thing on the market? But they do. It's a store brand blended Scotch whiskey for Trader Joe's. Well, well, well. What do you know? I guess you could still get it over there. I bought it last year. It was $10.99 for a liter bottle. True story. $10.99 for a liter. Well, I thought I thought that it was a good deal, and I thought it's probably just going to taste sort of ordinary. You know what I mean? I didn't expect it was going to taste nasty or anything like that. Now here's John Barr. This runs about $25 a bottle, but Mathern's had it on discount for $16.99, or was it $14.99? I can't remember. It was a few years ago. I think it was $16.99, and I said, "Is that a good deal?" I don't know. No, it had to be $14.99 because when I checked the prices, I was like, "Man, it's like $10 cheaper," because it was like $24.99 on all the websites. And I asked their manager, I was like, "Why are you selling it so cheap?" He said, "Well, we had a case, 6 bottles, and we never sold a single one in all the years we had it on the shelf. So I just got rid of it." I said, "Well, that makes sense." And I took advantage of it. Now, it didn't last long. For $14.99, it was gone in 4 days, something like that. There's some other John Barr. There's a red label, which is like a 12-year age. This is no age statement. There's like a blue label, which is called travel exclusive, and there might be like a longer age than 12. But I've only seen this. I do see this. International market has it. Star has it. So it's around, but I'm not going to claim that it's like super popular or anything. It's just out there, you know. About Whyte and Mackay. Now, Whyte and Mackay makes that overproof rum, 151 rum, which I can get at Walmart. It's that green and yellow label. It's obviously popular, but I've never had the guts to get a overproof rum. I don't think I can handle 151 rum, you know. But Whyte and Mackay is famous for that. But they carry different brands like this. I guess I could look on the John Barr website says it's a blend of Highland malt and grain whiskeys for structure and richness, and Speyside varieties for a mellow finish. All right, so it's 3 different types of whiskeys. It's grain alcohol, corn, liquor, like you get in the United States. And then it's Highland malt whiskey and Speyside malt whiskey. No Isla, no Lowland, no Campbelltown. All right, so just 2 types of Speyside. So it's a pretty well regarded product. Do people rave on it like it's the most awesome thing? No, I don't believe so. But they like it. It says a distinguished blend. Well, now the bottle's deceptive because it says since 1881, and it makes you think that John Barr has been around since 1881, but I don't think it's been around even 50 years. Maybe it has. I could never find a trademark date on it. John Barr, no. But Whyte and Mackay, yeah, Whyte and Mackay has been around since 1881. That's when they got started. So they don't. You say, what is Whyte and Mackay? Okay, Whyte and Mackay is a merchant. They buy and sell liquor. They don't really own any distilleries or rum factories, rum distilleries. You know, they're like J&B, Just Rennie and Brooks. They buy and sell stuff. They hold different brands. Okay, no problem with that. A lot of people do that, so it's really made for them. Okay, but that's cool. Now, because that's common and it's not illicit or a lie or anything. All right, so and they'll tell you that on their website, Whyte and Mackay Limited. Let's look at they have their own Whyte and Mackay whiskey too, by the way, which I've never seen. I don't think I've seen their rum. Yeah. Now, what other brands do they have? It says since 1884, Whyte and Mackay Limited Roots. 1884. Let's say 1881. I don't know. I can't figure it out. I don't think John Barr's been around since 1881. Anyway, it says on the John Barr website, Whyte and Mackay was 1880. So, what other brands does this company own or collaborate with? Maybe they don't technically own them, but they collaborate with them. They have some single malt whiskeys, the Dalmore, Jura. I have Jura Journey. That thing is fine. Fettercairn, Tamnavolan. Never had that. They've got Shackleton, whiskey, Wildcat Gin, the Woodsman, Fundador. Well, I've got Fundador. That thing is a nice brandy. The Whiskey Works Premium Spirit. I guess that's a distilled spirit specialty. They've got some rum, Florida Cognac, Camus, a cognac. Oh yeah, I'd like to try it. They got Whyte Mackay whiskey, John Barr, Claymore, Glava, Harvey's Bristol Cream. Oh, that's a fabulous sherry, cream sherry. I don't know if they actually own it, but they can, they bring it into the UK. Vladivar vodka. I know nothing about Vladivar. And Cane's rum. Cane's rum. Kanes. I've heard of Cane's rum. Cane's apostrophe S rum. I don't know if I've seen it. I know we get a kind of a knockoff brand from Salisbury called Cane Run. Cane Run instead of Cane's rum. I don't know if they're trying to knock off of that. It seems like that. Oh well. Let's get off of that. Let's go to this. So I'll check the John Barr price. I'll check the current price. I'm gonna say this is $11.99 now. It was $10.99 when I bought it last year, but it probably went up. But I can't check their website because they don't even list it on their website. Trader Joe's, those dirty dogs. Okay, let's see. Total Wine, they probably got John Barr. I bet you it's $24.99. John Barr. Scotch. Oh man. They got the handle for $26.99. Pick up today in stock. Oh boy. Now that's a cheap price. $26.99 for the handle. I thought it was more. I thought it was higher price than that. Well, there's your deal. There's your deal. Am I looking at this right? $26.99. Yeah. Ah, guess I didn't get a deal, huh? Oh well, thought I did. $26.99 divided by 1750 times 750. 1157. Oh, and I paid $14.99. Oh well, too bad for me. That is a cheap scotch. All right. But I still like it. Okay. I didn't say, you notice I never said I loved it. I said I like it. I like chicken McNuggets, but I don't love them. I wouldn't like go track them down. Wouldn't make a habit of eating them. But if you pin me down, I say, yeah, I like them. Okay. If you pin me down on John Barr, I say, yeah, I like it. This bottle's heavy. This is a big bottle for $10.99. Now I know a lot of you people out there would say, I would never let myself be caught buying a bottle of scotch for $10.99, much less a liter of it. I get that. I know. I understand. But I'm not like that. I buy the most lowest grade stuff. I bought Legacy Scotch for $14.99 for a handle. Sounds like a lie, but that's what I paid. $14.99 for a handle of Legacy Scotch. On the market since 1961. I believe that was the year 61 or 62. I'll double check when I start doing the videos. But yeah, it's still those stragglers are still out there for that cheap price. These look the same. Maybe the John Bar is a little darker here. Is that the John Bar? Yeah. But it isn't much. I bought the WD liquor Scotch for 16.99. I thought that was the deal. 16.99. I bet that stuff is a mess. And then I saw the Legacy Scotch for 14.99. I bought it. I mean, when that kind of, I mean, come on, y'all. When you're paying that kind of price, even if it's bad, you're not gonna care. But it's not gonna be bad. That's the thing. It's not gonna be bad. I'm telling you. I'm telling you now. These cheap, cheap, like a little birdie, cheap, 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 like a chick in a farmyard. Scotches, they're not bad. The worst you could say is they're bland. Hey, I'll give you that. They're bland. Okay, you got it. But so what? You didn't pay much. How's the weather today? Says Mr. R. It's dry, sunny, and cold, but warming. It's warming rapidly. Every hour it's going to go up. So you're going to get up to 72 today, maybe 73, even mid 70s. So we'll see. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm enjoying it. Now your counterpoint might be, why would you even buy those? You're saying that they're dull. They're cheap. So what's the point of doing it? I'd say, okay, fair enough. But what's the point of not doing it? You see what I mean? No, I mean, what's the point of not doing it? I've checked internet listings for like videos for Trader Joe's Scotch. I ain't seeing nothing out there. John Barr, there's a handful of videos. Most of them are in like Portuguese. I can't read. I can't understand what they're saying. A few English language, not too many. WD Scotch, couldn't find a single video. So I'm doing it. I'll do the video. Is anybody going to watch? I doubt it would be too many. Is anybody going to care? I don't see why they would, but I'm going to make it. Same thing with Legacy Scotch. Couldn't find a single video. But hey, it's been on the market since 1961 or 62. Like I said, I got to double check. Hey, somebody's drinking it. You say, yeah, you and about 4 other people in the whole of United States. Okay, well then me and those 4 other people are going to deal with the dull. Because that's what I'm saying. It's going to be dull, All right, let's get on with this. Enough's enough. I would hope the John Barr would win. I mean, it's coming from a very well-regarded liquor company, Whyte Mackay. You would hope that Trader Joe's low life, you know what I'm saying? Like people look at it like that. That discount Scotch, that cheap discount Scotch, that will never make it. Hey, look, I screwed up, but I didn't buy the cheap one from CVS Pharmacy. When they had it a few years ago, they had it in the handle for $11.99. It was called, that's even cheaper, right? It was called Grand Legacy Scotch. No, there is no Grand Legacy distillery in Scotland. No, there is no Grand Legacy liquor company. It's just a brew, almost assuredly from Sazerac for CVS Pharmacy. Do I expect much from it? Absolutely not. But now I did not buy it and it's gone. I cannot find it. I wish I would have bought it just for the heck of it. You understand? Just so I could say, oh, I tried that stuff. It was a mess. But I didn't buy it. So there you go. A, is it smoky? If this thing is smoky, I'll send you $100 in the mail with a stamp. No, it's not smoky. These things are not going to be smoky. Does it smell like honey and some blended cereal grains? Yeah, kind of like honey bunches of oats. No oats in it. Although I do think that's allowed in Scotch. If you read the regs, it doesn't say anything about oats. It just says whole grains and malted barley in a blend, you see. Whole grains, plural. Maize. Well, think of any kind of grain you want to think of. Now, I know you're going to say, Oh, are you cuckoo? That's the cheapest junk. They're using straight up cheap cut rate corn liquor and they aging it for 3 years and they watering it down to 40% alcohol. That's what it is. And they blending it with some cheap cast off single malt up to 20% of the volume, more than likely. And my answer is, yeah, that's probably true. And it still smells good. So, what do you know? All right. Oh, this smells a little compost piley. A little bit like a compost pile. Decaying organic matter. It's got to be the John Barr because I know the Trader Joe's does not have any of those kind of characters. So it's got to be the John Barr. But let's go with the taste for what it's worth. And it may not be worth much, but we'll do it anyway. What the heck? Like I said earlier, what the heck? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Some people act like it matters. Like, oh, this really matters. You're doing a whiskey review on YouTube. That matters. This means something. No, it doesn't matter. It's a trivial specific interest video. It's for people that are interested in beer, wine, and liquor, and that it's a hobby type thing. It doesn't matter. It's not important. Okay, important is like world geopolitical conflicts or peace initiatives or the environment or human health or the destination of your soul when you die or the US Constitution. Taste in liquor is not important. Okay, and if you think it is, there's a problem there. You say, well, I work for a whiskey company. I'm their master taster. Okay, well, in that specific sense, it's important because that's your job. But for the rest of the world, it's not important. Okay, going on. We know, but I'm telling, I'm not going to waste your time telling you what you should know already. Let's go with the taste. Yeah, tastes the same. Sweet, honey-like cereal grains. I like the flavor. I like honey. I like cereal, which I eat multiple times a week, cold cereal, and sometimes hot. Need to buy some more oatmeal and cream of wheat, honestly, and probably some grits. So I like it. Is it amazing? No. Is it enjoyable? Yes. Would I recommend it? Within a certain context, I would. Wouldn't recommend it as a wedding gift, but I would recommend it as something to buy at Trader Joe's for $10.99 and take home and sip on it and enjoy it and maybe watch videos and make comments on it and those kind of things. Yeah, it's fine. It is perfectly fine. All flavors, none. All flavors, zero. Weirdness about it, nothing. It's just normal, easygoing whiskey. Could just, but on that other hand, you say, well, it could just be American blended whiskey or Canadian blended whiskey or Irish. Yeah, it could fit in because there's nothing spectacular or distinct about it, but it's nice. John Barr. It's a little bit better because it has a scintilla of compost pile peatiness. Once again, no smoke whatsoever. But why would it have smoke? It's Highland, Scotch, and Speyside with the grain base. It's smooth like the other one, easygoing, mild, mellow. It's fine. Are these mixers? Oh, I suppose they probably are. Are they sippers? Most likely not, but I'm sipping them. Which one is better? Neither one. Which one is worse? Neither one. Which one would I prefer? Neither one. I'll take whatever one. So obviously, the simple answer is buy whatever one is cheaper. And in this case, they about the same price. So uh, I just checked Total Wine. I can go to Total Wine in a few minutes. I can leave to go to Total Wine in a few minutes and buy a whole handle, the big bottle, the big glass bottle of John Barr for $26.99. That's getting really low for Scotch whiskey, a whole handle for $26.99. But it's on the website. Uh, it's there. But then I can get the the Trader Joe's for just even a little bit less. Well, the price might have gone up since I bought it last year, but $10.99 a liter. Get out of here. That's so cheap. That is craziness. And that's being shipped from Scotland, bottled in Scotland. Both of these bottled in Scotland. So they pay, this includes the shipping costs. And they were, I was watching LC East Coast Liquor Reviews. I watched it. It took a long time because it was over an hour. And they were reviewing, examining Evan Williams Black Label. They were examining. And they brought up some questions about whiskey, and they really weren't sure. So I gave them some information about it to kind of clarify that, like how long does bourbon have to be aged and those type of things. And I'm pretty sure they'll appreciate that. But they were so interested about Evan Williams that it was so cheap. They were saying, "Oh, this stuff is $15," or "Oh no, in my town it's 17." But it's so, they say it's so incredibly cheap, $15, $17. Now they're talking about a $7.50, and I'm thinking, you guys don't know cheap. Come to my state and walk with me to the store, and I'll show you cheap. Evan Williams for $15 is not cheap. In Louisiana, that would be slightly elevated, actually, because I can buy Evan Williams 1783 small batch for $13.99. Yes, that's right. I can get Evan Williams Green Label 80 proof, charcoal filtered, sour mash, 3-year age Green Label bourbon whiskey, straight bourbon whiskey, Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, for $9.98. True story, 750 milliliters. So I was thinking when I was watching that video, they were giving a pretty bad score. You know, they said, well, it's tolerable. Basically, their attitude was you could tolerate it, Evan Williams Black Label, but you really wouldn't want to deal with it. And I'm thinking, yes, to me, Evan Williams Black Label is pretty nice. I can get a good deal on it at a Walmart for the big bottle. But I thought it was kind of comical because I said, man, you don't even realize the really, 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 really cheap bourbons we can get in Louisiana. That would stun. It would stun the number one stun. They wouldn't even believe it. No, I mean, another great live. Williams Black Label is great for the price. Evan Williams says, Anna. It is. It really is. It really is. Really is. It really is. Okay, let's go close this out. I didn't even call it yet. But this has got to be, well, there's a little bit of that green whiskey coming in. I've had a few shots of it. Yeah, I don't do shots. I just take sips and think on it while I'm drinking. But I think this is the Trader Joe's. Oh. No. This is the John Barr with the honey note. Well, I had it wrong. Now I got 2 wins and 1 loss. I got it right twice and got it wrong once. Well, you know, that's the way it goes, I guess. I don't have a lot of experience with the doggone Trader Joe's. So tripped me up this time. It is nice to sip slowly. So this is the Trader Joe's. Well. I did say I picked up a little bit of that grain alcohol. Well, yeah, it has a little bit more peat. Oh, well. It's a wash, though, really. Honestly, we're talking about pennies on the dollar and minimal taste differences. So I would say just get whatever one you prefer. Or why not just get both? They're so cheap. All right. Thanks, everybody. Y'all take care now.